All right, it's almost time for my Wisconsin math class, and so I need to make sure I have my session in here for kids to be able to click for my live class. And so I'm gonna go ahead and add my Pear Deck PowerPoint. I select it from my files. I've made a Pear Deck folder just to make it easy for me to organize. Here's my lesson for today. I'm gonna select it. It's gonna post to the channel, save. And so now it is in live classes, and so my kids can both get into class and then open up their Pear Deck straight from Teams when it is time for class. So I'm going to go ahead and start my class. And while I wait for students, I'm going to go into Teams, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my Pear Deck lesson. I'm going to open it in projector view, so that way my kids will be able to see it when I share my screen. It sometimes will ask me to sign in, so I'm going to sign in really quickly. This is my projector view that I'm going to share from Teams. And so I'm going to go back to Teams. I'm going to share my screen from my meeting. And now this way, my class will constantly see what is being shared on my screen. And then I can be back in Teams to be able to see the view that I need to see to be able to monitor. And I see that one of my students has already joined. I'm going to wait for more students to continue joining. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. Good morning, class.
Good morning.
All right. So today we are going to start lesson 1, and we are going to get into multiplication. So today's objective is I can understand equal groups of as multiplication. And so let's go ahead and answer this question. See, a student has already answered. Very nice. We're going to show the response. All right, Derek, can you share what you picked?
I picked two because every student has two arms.
Derek, I love how you spoke in a complete sentence and gave exactly why you picked 2 arms. Very nice job. That is correct. Let's go ahead and move to the next slide. Derek, let's talk about why you picked 10.
I picked 10 because there's 10 twos in the picture, or 10 boys.
So you picked 2. You picked 10 because there's 10 boys in the picture, who, but why 10 and not 2 this time?
Because the 10 is the number of twos that I have.
Very good. And so if we go to our next slide, we are saying, how can we write this now as a multiplication sentence? Very nice. Derek I'm gonna share Derek's response right now on the screen. Um, Derek, can you talk to us about what the multiplication sentence you wrote?
So I wrote 10 times 2 because I had 10 groups of 2.
Awesome job, Derek. All right, guys, we're gonna pause our videos right there. All right, it is almost time for my Wisconsin math class. It has already been scheduled here, and so I am going to add my Pear Deck. And so I'm going to add my presentation for today through Pear Deck, select my file from OneDrive, and here's my lesson for today. I'm going to add this in. So this has started, and so I know I need to open projector view so that way I can share that when I am ready to share my screen. So I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to go back to my Teams and get set up here because I know here is where I will be able to look at student responses. If I want, I can always go a little side by side, so it's a little easier for me to see both at the same time whenever I want. And I'm going to go back to my live classes and make sure that everyone can join. And so it's super important for me to make sure I'm ready for my class about 5 minutes before so I can get everything set up. Good morning, Derek. All right, Derek and everyone else, we are going to be joining our Pear Deck session. You should find it if you click the Teams icon with the three little people, and then you click your Pear Deck. You should see that, which is great. And Derek, your video's on, right? There you go. Now I can see your face. Lovely to see you. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's lesson. Derek, can you read our objective for us, please?
I increase an equal root of as multiplication.
Derek, thank you for really emphasizing the equal groups of, because that is what our main focus is going to be today. We are going to go to our first question. And so, what can we count by to find the total number of arms on these 10 kids? I'm seeing responses come through. Very nice. Waiting for a couple more students to enter their responses. I'm going to share your responses now. And so you should see your response here. Derek, can you tell us why you picked 2?
I picked 2 because every boy has 2 arms.
Very nice. Every boy has 2 arms. Thank you, Derek. We're going to go ahead and go to the next slide. Let's go ahead and answer this question. How many 2s did we count to find the total number of arms? Waiting on a couple more responses. before I share my screen. Derek, get ready. I'm about to call on you. And after we hear from Derek, we're also going to hear from John. All right, sharing screen now. Derek, tell us why you picked 10.
Okay, I picked 10 because I had 10 groups of 2.
Very nice, Derek. John, tell us about why you picked 10.
I picked 10 because there's 10 boys.
And John, tell me about what do we know about those boys from our previous question?
Each one of those boys has 2 arms.
Very nice. Give yourself a big pat on the back for those answers. All right, we're going to pause video now.